Hello and welcome to our weekly update and feeding of the experimental onion bin. I think that this bin and the experiment has been going long enough to really, understand that onions are not a problem in the bin, and not to worry about feeding them to the worms when you do that, along with other foods, obviously, and when you're not overfeeding, because the worms are thriving, they're happy, they're multiplying. The bin is not acidic, doesn't smell. So no need to worry about feeding onions. I'm thinking that because of that, we might put this experiment to rest and just start feeding this bin regular food, just like I do the rest of my bins. I know Emily, the crazy worm lady, has done citrus, she has done peppers, the spicy kind, as well as pineapple, and there were no issues as far as any harm coming to the worms. Nice. And this is where the food was last week, and you can tell how much they just hate that onion. Oh, they hate it. Yeah, so definitely the population has grown. So I'm not worried about adding onions or any of the other foods to the bins anymore. I mean, if you have a little bit, go ahead and just feed it with the rest of the food. No need to worry about it too much. So today I'm probably going to give them their last feeding with the onions, and then we will call it a day for this particular experiment, which I think has turned out to be a success, since we have not hurt the worms and we have shown that these foods are perfectly okay in moderation. That's the onions right there. So this will be our last feeding of the official experiment, and maybe we'll figure out what kind of other experiment we might want to do and go from there. But I'm really happy with the fact that I don't have to discard my onions into the trash anymore, don't have to worry about it, and the worms are as happy as clams doing what they do. Thanks for joining me, and see you next week.